our sense of self-worth affects us in so many ways that you don't even realize. And most of us take a lot of hits in that department, especially after, really hard relationships or, toxic, difficult family relationships or, narcissistic friends or partners. There's a lot of things that kind of steamroll over our sense of self-worth and self-love. And it's actually something that we don't really realize how much it resonates in our lives and how much we project from that place of a low self-worth and of not loving ourselves. And once we actually start to shovel all the crap and garbage off of our sense of self, because it's down there, that self-worth is down inside of it. It's still there even if it's damaged or buried. We can recover it and we can change not only our energy, but the way people receive us, the way people view us, and the way we react and deal with things in our lives. Because when you're operating from a place of self-worth, people acting terrible to you or difficult situations that you're involved with that could really make you feel upset or reactionary or ruffle your feathers or whatever, they kind of don't affect you, because down here you know what, I'm good and I know who I am, and you become grounded and love yourself, and you actually create boundaries around a lot of that stuff, and you realize that certain things aren't good to let into your life. For certain people, maybe there's some positives to them, but at the end of the day, they're not really bringing out the best in you or supporting the highest version of you. And that's not always necessarily something they know. Often it's nothing that they understand or realize that they're doing to you, but they're doing it to you. So you have to know what makes you feel good and what makes you feel supported as a person, right? Because nobody else is going to do it for you. And the only person that you really need to love first is yourself. Because once you love yourself and you realize that a lot of the stuff that makes you think you don't like yourself, or I suck, or I'm not good at this, or why don't I have what other people have, it's really just a lot of junk from other people that we've absorbed and held onto and put on top of ourselves. It's really something that it's worth working on, and it isn't easy work. And it's a process that I've been going through myself, having been through relationship after relationship where I got completely steamrolled in that department, being actually a pretty confident person from the beginning and not realizing how it was seeping into all aspects of my life and what it was doing to me by not really deep in my core believing in myself anymore or loving myself, because that had been taken away from me by situations and other people that I gave it to, because I'm an empath and I am very loving, and that tends to be something people love to hold on to and take from me. And I ended up left with not a whole lot left. So it's been a journey, and I will talk at great length about things you can do to sort of start clearing out and removing the stuff on top of your self-worth and your self-love. But it's something that's worth spending time on and worth working on. And I can attest to that because my life's completely turned around since I've started working on that for myself. So stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing with you guys steps on how to get back in touch with loving yourself.